Previously on Blue Jays Mariners, the Seamen storm into Toronto, take both games, head home just for that to be turned around on them, but then Eugenio Suarez goes boom. Seattle's back in the driver's seat, just one win away from their first ever World Series appearance. So thank you for being here. Subscribe or not. And if you haven't joined the 49% elite humans, consider hitting that button if you like the videos, as here we go. Trey is savage on the mound for the Jays. The Mariners whooped them last time, so this is a redemption chance. 1-2-3 first inning. Cal Raleigh goes down swinging. Jays don't score either. It's only the second inning and you could already tell Ye is on a mission. He strikes out the side. Time for the Jays offense to get to work, and the Mariners defense was like, I want to help. Julio Rodriguez can't get the ball on this first bounce on this base hit, so that allows Varsho to take second. Then Ernie Clement hits one that Suarez at third can't field on the first bounce either, and they waste zero time taking advantage of this. Base hit by Barger, Blue Jays up, all these rockets off the bat. Then Isaiah Kiner-Falefa says, I'll switch it up on you. Hits one weakly, and that works too. Another run scores, 2-0 Jays. Suarez did kind of make up for his error by saving a couple more runs with this. So there you go. Then J.P. Crawford leads off with a walk. Then Dominic Canzone hits one into the sky, comes down, and really ends up being best case scenario for the Jays considering how close this was to tying the game. Instead, it's just first and second, one out. Well, shit, make that bases loaded one out for the man who has more home runs than literally anyone on earth this year. Ye don't care. Ground ball right to Vladdy, who turns two to get out of it. Addison Barger looks at that and says, what a loser. After Ernie Clement almost hits a home run that just barely missed, this one to left though, Barger says this is how you follow that up. Bomb into right center, 4-0 Jays. Mariners make things a little interesting. Again though, 2 hits in a row. Josh Naylor stays hot. Bro's been an on-base machine this postseason, like a wider Juan Soto. Then Randy Arozarena, little infield dribbler, same result. Suarez works a walk. Bases loaded, one out again. Ye still don't give a damn. He says,
it doesn't matter. You know, like...
Second straight inning with a double play to end a bases loaded one out threat. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa does the Dwayne Wade after lobbing up to LeBron's celebration. I love it. Next inning after a leadoff single, Ye strikes out Leo Rivas. Then Julio, new inning, same shit for Ye. Third straight inning with an inning-ending double play for the Mariners off of him. I don't think Mariners fans have ever wanted strikeouts more in their lives from their hitters. Like, at this point, just only hit the ball if there's 2 outs. Well, Vladdy can hit the ball whenever he damn wants. Smash. Vladdy's been unreal this postseason. He whooped the Yankees a new asshole, but that's like, you know, also a given. Vladdy hitting against the Yankees is like me hitting something with my car, whether it's moving or not. All right, tell me something I don't know. Well, Vladdy's also taken out the belt against Seattle, and it's hilarious looking back on the first 2 games, how he didn't get a hit, and people were saying, he can't hit, he can only hit against the Yankees. Okay, well, how about 4 hits in the very next game, including a home run, a triple shy of a cycle, 2 more hits and another home run in game 4, another hit and 2 walks in game 5, 2 more hits in this game, one of them being this rocket for his 6th postseason homer this year. Yes, 6. Ye stays hot, strikes out Cal Raleigh, gets the first 2 guys out in the 6th. Josh Naylor stays inevitable, though. He hits a bomb to put the Seamen on the board. This is a sick pimp job. I mean, you could only pimp a ball so much down 5-0, but still. Ye comes out after Randy follows this up with a hit. In comes Varlin. Down goes this baseball, hit by Suarez. It bloops in perfectly. Randy flying around from first to score. So you go from 2 outs, nobody on, to 2 runs for the Mariners. But before it can get any worse, J.P. Crawford goes down swinging. Mariners go 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. Vladdy Jr. back up, and I guess this is the only way you prevent him from hitting a bullet off of you. Thankfully, I hit him in the best spot imaginable, right on that guard, so it didn't really hurt him. Either way, Vladdy's like, hell nah, I'm gonna make you pay for that. So after Alejandro Kirk smacks a base hit up the middle, Varsho comes up, swings and misses at this slider, but it bounces away. Vladdy's like, watch this. He guns for third. Cal tries to gun him out, just for the ball to be thrown into left field. Vladdy can walk home. That's how he makes him pay. Rough night for Cal. He's already struck out twice. He throws that ball into left. Now he's striking out again in the 8th. So is Jorge Polanco. The Blue Jays have really quieted him down. 1-2-3 inning for Jeff Hoffman. Go to the 9th. Another strikeout. Make that another strikeout. Just making these Mariners hitters his bitches. Game over. Game 7. Here we come. And the fact that this series is going to 7 games on its own is pretty epic. At this point, there had only been 3 teams to win a series after losing the first 2 games at home, and it had all happened in the World Series. Nobody had ever done it in this round. Plus, the Jays were also down 3-2, so they've had their backs against the wall multiple times, and now it's do or die for both sides, which I think was fitting, and especially after how the other series went with the Dodgers treating the Brewers like a college team they paid to scrimmage against just to get ready for the World Series. An opposite side of the spectrum, like a series going 7 games was nice. So I was ready for this. How ready, you ask?
Oh, call me SpongeBob. I'm ready.
And so is Julio. Second pitch he sees gets rocketed down the line for a leadoff double. Cal Raleigh stays cold. He strikes out while Naylor's the opposite. He's on fire and he stays on fire. This man's gonna get a bag this offseason. Base hit into right field. Julio easily scores. Mariners on top just like that. Watch what happens next though. This is crazy. Polanco hits a grounder right to Clement, the third baseman who's basically playing shortstop. Goes and steps on second for one. On a first, bam! Smokes Naylor. And at first it looked like it just accidentally happened until they showed the replay and it's like, okay. All right, I see what you're up to, Naylor. This was insane. I've never seen this. He purposefully jumped and timed this perfectly to get nailed. Notice how he turns away too, so even though he gets nailed, his face gets out of the way. He's definitely practiced this before. 100%. There's no way he just thought of this on the fly. This almost seems like something he's been waiting to do for years. I guess it's worth a shot, but it's obviously interference. Shane Bieber is like, what the hell are you doing? I respect it from all sides, honestly. It's game 7, all hands on deck, whatever it takes. I could also understand the Jays being like, screw you though. Umpires have their little girl talk session and come out confirming it's interference and a double play, inning over. Up comes George Springer to lead off for the Jays, and he works a walk, which, yeah, not ideal, but better than like a home run or something. Well, Jays make sure it doesn't go to waste. With 1 out, Vladdy obliterates a ball. Thankfully for Seattle, it's on the ground, but so is this, and it's through for a 2-out base hit. Springer scores. We're tied. Game 7 off to a hot start, and so are the Mariners. They immediately get another couple guys on to start the second, bunt them both over to scoring position just for the coolest Bieber from Canada to get out of this. Strikeout, ground out. Now, watch this. So Andres Jimenez hits a ball to Crawford for an infield hit, and then Naylor, after fielding this ball, acts for a second like the ball got away to try and trick Jimenez. What a sneaky bastard Naylor turned into for this game. Bro read the 48 laws of power right before first pitch. Neither of these magic tricks have worked, but the Jays still don't score. Springer hits right to Suarez at third for the final out. So they're keeping the ball on the ground. Springer's not able to lift the ball. The Mariners hitters couldn't really have been more ready to start this game. I mean, they were out for blood, especially Julio. After his leadoff double and scoring the first run of the game, he works a 7-pitch at bat and sends that 7th pitch over 420 feet away and out for another hit and another run. Mariners back on top, and it would stay that way for a while. And it really did seem like the Mariners had full control of this game. George Kirby doing his thing on the mound. 4 shutout innings. Then Cal Raleigh finally breaks through, and this felt right. It felt like it was meant to happen. After struggling the last couple of games, he's going to come through to end the series. His 5th home run of the playoffs, 3-1 Seattle. In comes Brian Wu. I feel like they should have maybe kept Kirby in for one more inning, but whatever. Wu started off well, not like immediately. He walked Andres Jimenez, then he locked in. George Springer, swing and a miss. He's not doing anything. Up next, Nathan Lucas, double play ball right to JP Crawford, inning over. Go to the 6th, still 3-1. Electric at bat between Wu and Vladdy, who up until this point had as many extra base hits in the playoffs than swings and misses. Just individual swings and misses. Forget strikeouts. Vladdy was barely swinging and missing at 1 pitch, yet Wu somehow gets another one out of him. He gets 2 in this one at bat. He goes down on this slider way outside, and after an Alejandro Kirk base hit, Wu gets the next 2 guys out. Mariners still up 3-1, 9 outs away from their first pennant win in history. When it's all said and done, double plays may really be what killed the Mariners season. There were 3 innings in a row that ended on double plays for them in game 6. I mean, it got so bad, Josh Naylor was willing to sacrifice himself to prevent another one. That didn't work, and here's another double play to kick off the 7th now by Julio. Kevin Gausman had a real fetish for walks in this inning. He walked Victor Robles to lead it off, which then followed up with the double play, just for him and the Jays to intentionally put Cal on with 2 outs and nobody on base, which is the ultimate sign of respect right there. And it's just kind of smart too. You don't want to take any chances. Cal has like 5 career homers off of Gausman, one of them coming in game 1 of this same series, but then he practically walks Naylor intentionally too. 4 pitches nowhere near the zone, which, okay, I get it. Naylor's been hitting the ball better than really anyone. Another chance for the Mariners to add on just for Polanco to ground out right to second. Wu starts off his 7th inning in a similar way. He walks the first hitter and gets a ground ball, but instead of a double play, it's through for a base hit. First and second, nobody out. Jimenez puts down a good bunt to put them both in scoring position for George Springer. Out goes Wu, in comes Eduard Bazardo, and the announcer Joe Davis, he made a good point here. He said the Mariners should be putting in Andres Munoz, their closer here. And I mean, yeah, why not? The Jays have 2 guys on. You're only up by 2, and the Blue Jays' top of the order is now up. I'm no Terrence Howard level of genius, but I feel like the right call is to go to Munoz here. But they go with Bazardo, and the entire country of Canada goes Bazardo because of it. Springer sends the second pitch, not necessarily even a bad one, a 96-mile-an-hour sinker, out for a 3-run home run. Just like that, the Blue Jays are up 4-3. Listen to this damn crowd. I posted this to the toxic infested battlefield / wasteland, aka Twitter, something I feel doesn't get talked about. I've thought about this before. Imagine being an umpire in a moment like this. You can't at all look excited or happy. You obviously have to stay 100% neutral like a robot with no emotions, but you gotta be thinking, man, this is sick. This is some epic shit. Oh, and another thing on George Springer I find funny, back in the early days of this channel, like 5 years ago when I was dumb. Well, I guess that part hasn't changed, but it was during when Springer was a free agent, so I was making these crappy little videos on where he might go, like the rumors and stuff. And at one point, I think I might have made like 7 videos in a row on the guy. To this day, me and my best friend will laugh about that, and even my own dad. This is how you know it was a lot. My dad, who was way too busy of a life to know exactly what videos I'm uploading all the time, especially at that time when I had like no subscribers, even he at one point was like, you've been posting a lot of George Springer videos. That's how you know it was a lot. But damn, look how much has happened since. It's all led to this. Springer hits one of the most electric home runs in Blue Jays history, and the Mariners answer to that. Another Blue Jays starter in for relief gets a 1-2-3 inning. Suarez called out on this insanely borderline pitch that could have very well been called for a ball, for a walk. It's not. He's pissed. The Blue Jays are now 3 outs away from their first pennant in 32 years. The bottom of this inning started out as a nightmare for Seattle, who finally put Munoz in. Maybe it was, I guess no one out of the Mariners bullpen would have been good against George Springer. 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out. Another rocket, now off the bat a Barger, but right at Naylor for 1, and he just steps on first for 2. Then a ground ball, inning over, nobody scores. It's making me think, like, wait, is this a sign the Mariners are about to clutch up?
No.
Jeff Hoffman in to close it out. Leo Rivas works a full count. Hoffman says, screw it. You leave me no other choice. I'm going to give you what you want. Fastball, try and hit it. You can't. 1 out. Next up, Dominic Canzone swings and misses at 2 straight fastballs from Hoffman. 2 outs. The Jays are 1 out away, but it's going to be a tough one. Julio. And if he can just get on base, just get on first base, that would give Cal Raleigh one last chance to do MVP type things. That would have been insane, except Julio wanted anything in the world but seeing Cal walk up to the plate. If I was a Mariners fan, I don't even think anger would be my emotion here, just depression. I mean, this was cruel. Julio didn't get 1 pitch to hit in this at-bat. He literally got 6 balls outside the zone. He didn't swing at the first 2. He goes up 2-0 in the count. You're like, okay, hold up. And Julio also has pop too, obviously. So Hoffman doesn't just want to lay one in there. He might even be okay with a walk here. Better than the risk of leaving one in there. He throws another pitch way out for ball 3, except Julio swings at it. Next pitch, another slider, the 4th straight slider. He fouls it away. Next pitch, 5th straight slider. He lays off of it. So back to a full count. What is Hoffman going to do? I mean, he has 2 choices here. Either throw another slider outside the zone, but then that's basically asking for a walk. So what Hoffman really might have to do is just throw a fastball and just see what happens. So is he going to do that?
Hail to the no!
He throws yet another slider outside of the zone. The 6th straight slider outside of the zone. And Julio swings at it. Game over, series over, season over. Brutal. way for this to end, but for the Jays, they just keep on proving the world wrong. It really is insane. Just when you think, their run is up, it was cute while it lasted, well, they say screw you and win some more games. Every time. It's been happening from literally opening day till now. Like, throughout this entire season, I think it's been most of the world just expecting them to eventually fall off, and they just never do. And in this series, they were down 2-0. Lost both of those games at home, had to go on the road, went down 2-0 early in game 3, eventually tied the series back up, but then blew game 5 late. So backs against the wall yet again, just for them to win game 6 and 7 at home, making a comeback late in game 7. Like, you can't make this shit up. And a little update on how things were going in the Mariners clubhouse after the game.
Having gone as further than any other team in franchise history.
That, and legacy is...
Apparently that was Julio, by the way. Ugh, man, this is so rough. Baseball is cruel. You have Vladdy over here crying tears of joy. The Blue Jays are celebrating like... Mabel! While Julio Rodriguez is like... In the end, the prophecy came true. Shohei Ohtani really was on the plane to Toronto. The report was just a couple years too early. JP Morosi, the reporter who reported the report, must have gotten mixed up with one of those Doctor Strange timelines and figured it was in the current moment, when in reality it was 2 years in the future, and Shohei, instead of flying to Toronto to sign with the team, is flying into Toronto with all of his Dodger teammates to take on the Blue Jays in the World Series. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.